This is called also. Shoot, people come to ask. Explain it to them in detail. We meet in the lecture hall. Every day we give lectures in the hall. This is called saying. Demonstrating. For others to see is called I. It's also teaching by example. Master's verbal teaching. Receiving and holding is different teaching. Born from intention. The three wheels of teaching. This is it. The family business of Buddhism. The family business of the Tathagata. Every sentence and word spoken by the Buddha in the scriptures is not wrong. Many people read the scriptures. They misunderstand the meaning. The meaning becomes emotional. The interpretation of the meaning is biased. So, the true benefits can never be obtained. On the contrary, they don't examine themselves, don't reflect, and even think that the Buddhist scriptures are not very reliable. They also doubt the teachings by example. This leads to serious sins. Karma creates their own obstacles. How can they become aware? How can they achieve suchness? These principles must be understood. If not, if you don't know this Dharma gate, you can't practice or know how to. What you practice is not only not in accordance with reason, but also not in accordance with the Dharma. You might still gain a small reward, human and blessings, but you won't obtain the truly supreme merits and benefits. It all comes down to one thing. There is still too little study and quiet contemplation. So let's think about it. The world-honored one spent 49 years teaching the Dharma every day. The Buddha was someone who had come again, not an ordinary person. He could teach for 8 hours a day, or even 24 hours a day, and he wouldn't get tired, unlike us ordinary people, who get tired from talking too much. He is eternal, never tired or weary. This is the Buddha's immeasurable kindness to all beings and unparalleled grace. That's why so many people followed him back then. Even though it was a heavy commitment, the constant followers, as we often record now, 1,255 people, monastic disciples, who renounced the world to follow the Buddha. They joined the monastic community. They never left the world-honored one's side, whether recorded or not. Ye should know. Even more than this number. Lay disciples, who wouldn't recite poetry, who followed the world-honored one for years. They would follow for a period when they had free time. Spending a few months with Shakyamuni Buddha. In our imagination, 2 or 3 months. There must have been many, many people like this for half a year or a year. 3, 5 years. Such disciples were not recorded. The scriptures. But we often see in the scriptures. There is the assembly of monks and bodhisattvas. There are heavenly mantras. And those people include those who are not recorded, right? It's like how we are now establishing this lecture hall and the Buddha recitation hall here. Fellow practitioners living in Singapore come to participate every day. I see you come to listen to the teachings and recite the Buddha's name here every session. But for those outside of Singapore, many of you come here for a week, 2 weeks, a month, or even 2 months. This type does not belong to what is called chronic swelling. Our situation today is just like how it was during the time of the World Honored One, isn't it? From this we can see the excellence of the Dharma and Dharma assemblies, right? The rarity of the conditions. Only those who are truly awakened and truly understand the education of the Buddha are willing to study diligently. Only then can they succeed in their studies. After succeeding, they become role models for others. Come to this place to study for a period of time. Your temperament changes. Transform your temperament. After you return, your friends, your companions see you and feel that you are different, and after a short time away, you indeed have changed. So, they also want to come here to study. They are influenced by you, aren't they? You influence these people to come to this place to learn. You are guiding them and helping them transform. So, after we learn, we truly achieve it. Of practice and change. It's not outside of oneself. There's another set of things, without written form and another matter entirely. Transforming others is self-confidence. Self-practice is transforming others. Indeed. Hey, you've just barely stepped into the threshold of Buddhism. The second is sincerity. Precepts are not just the rules set by the World Honored One for us. Within the precepts, as stipulated, there is a portion that's permanent. In our apparent terms, transcending time and space, not limited by time, nor by space. In reality, past, present, future are not restricted by time. The World Honored One, 3,000 years ago. This is what modern foreigners say is over 2,500 years ago. In our China, records ancient texts, it was over 3,000 years ago. Whether it's 2,520 or 3,000, that era was a long time ago. That era was definitely different from our current era. The precepts set by the Buddha were used in that era and are still used in this era. This is what is called transcending the world. What about the IRU? What's in it? What we're discussing now fundamentally determines surpassing the world. What about the part concerning Guan Yu's lifestyle and conduct? This cannot transcend time. Way of life in ancient and modern times is different. Many systems are different. Ideologies have changed. Therefore, that era has become history. It's in the past. But we need to understand his spirit. Without violating the spirit of the precepts, think about how we should act now. So this is about the issue of time. What about space? The world-honored one, back then, teaching the oil painting was in India, ancient India. At that time, transportation was inconvenient. The world-honored one didn't come to China. And his students? They didn't come to Singapore either. Moreover, every country, every nation, their historical and cultural backgrounds are different. Their ways of life are different. Their thoughts and beliefs are also different. Therefore, apart from the fundamental precepts, they can't be surpassed. These fundamental precepts, regardless of the region, regardless of the country, regardless of the religion of the bride, everyone agrees that these transcend space. This is called not killing, not stealing, no matter which religion. They all have this precept, it transcends. In any country, any nation, no one says that killing is acceptable. Is stealing acceptable? No. So the fundamental precepts. In Buddhism, there are fundamentally four. Not killing, not stealing, not committing adultery, not lying, and not drinking alcohol. Time and space still aren't enough. So the fundamental precepts set by the Buddha are four. They truly transcend time and space. We must adhere to them. Regarding not drinking alcohol, the Buddha made this very clear. The other four precepts are inherent. Whether you have taken the precepts or not, whether you understand the sutra or not, you will be guilty if you commit a sin. You cannot say that I have not received the precepts, so I am not guilty if I commit a sin. It doesn't make sense. If you haven't received the precepts, it's still a crime if you break them. But about the precept of not drinking alcohol, if you haven't taken it, you're not guilty. So why did the Buddha establish this precept? Is it to prevent a confused mind? After getting drunk, people might commit acts like murder or theft. So the reason for advising against drinking alcohol is to keep your mind clear. It's to prevent confusion and avoid committing crimes. That's the idea. So the precept against drinking is to prevent crime. Drinking itself isn't a sin. It's to prevent you from committing crimes. So it's also listed among the serious precepts. This counts as a major precept. So it's not fundamental, it counts as a major precept. So this belongs to the category of borrowing rules. Apart from borrowing storage, this precept is broadly defined, not inferior. This talks about the lifestyle norms of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Their lifestyle is the model for us. In their lives, it naturally manifests. We need to learn it. We need to study. Then, Buddha, all the teachings and scriptures. We must all abide by them. We must all learn. This is observing the precepts. So this precept is the teachings of the Buddha, what he has taught us. These guidelines. We must follow the lessons and put them into practice. So the scope of these precepts is broad. So within Buddhism, they are also categorized into three major types. The first is the Vinaya precepts. These are explicitly stipulated by the Buddha. The Vinaya, explicitly stipulated, including in our current world. All laws, all of them, belong to. They are all recorded in writing. This belongs to the first category. Every country and region, every era is different. This is what we talk about in Buddhism. We need to understand modernization and localization. Only then can Buddhism remain in the world. If Buddhism doesn't understand localization and modernization, it would have certainly become history in the region of India long ago. How could it have been passed down? To be passed down, to indeed transcend time and space, it must adapt to the modernization and localization of each region. Apart from the fundamental precepts, all other precepts also need to be modernized and localized. Like, during the Tang dynasty in China, the Pew regulations established by Master Baizhong were from ancient times. The localization of precepts in China, at that time, it was the Tang dynasty's localization. What we talk about today is this modernization and localization, the modern localization of precepts. So modern. Our lives. With the advancement of technology, technology is changing rapidly. Our cultural lives are also being influenced and are changing along with it. So, you all know, the law needs to be revised every few years. Why does it need to be revised? Revising is the times are different. After a few years, those laws are no longer applicable. So constant revision is continuous modernization. Constantly adapting to localization, so that everyone in our local area can live conveniently. So, legal regulations are constantly being revised. Some laws are amended 2 or 3 times a year. Even the Constitution. Every few years, it needs to be reviewed again. Revising the articles. It's all for this reason. Except for the rituals, apart from this part. Buddha also taught us to establish a virtuous realm. There are no explicit regulations in the world, but these matters benefit all beings and society. We previously talked about social stability, prosperity, and world peace. Happiness. These are related, although they are not written in the Buddhist scriptures, nor are they explicitly stated in worldly laws. There are no regulations saying we must do them, but we should. This is establishing a virtuous realm. Knowing that these are good deeds. Even if we are not taught to do them, we should do them. Things like butter are called benefiting sentient beings. Within the virtuous realm, there is self-benefit and benefiting others. Benefiting sentient beings is seen as advantageous to all beings, even if it may not benefit oneself. Otherwise, it is said to be necessary to do, sacrificing oneself for others. In short, we must understand that it is for all sentient beings. The benefit also lies above our personal happiness. This is called compassion, the heart of a bodhisattva. Bodhisattvas are able to sacrifice themselves for others, sacrificing oneself to achieve others. Benefiting sentient beings, indeed. From this, we can see that the scope of observing precepts is very broad. We usually, in modern terms, to explain observing precepts, I often say methodology. This is easy for all to understand. Observing precepts is not easy to understand and needs explanation. Using methodology, the concept becomes clearer. Teachings of the Buddha. Abide by the laws of the country. Follow local regulations. When we visit someone's home, there are also their customs and their family rules. Every monastery or temple has its own rules. We must adhere to them. Only by following the law can we be welcomed by the public. Only then can we live harmoniously with others. So when we go to a region, we must understand the local customs, understand the laws and customs of the area, moral concepts, while we are in this place. Our words and actions should not offend. If unsure, we should frequently ask. As they say, nowadays we must adapt to local customs. This is the modernization and localization of observing precepts. Only then can we act in accordance with the law. It is reasonable and legal. What we generally say is to be reasonable, sensible, and lawful. Only then can we achieve perfection. The third is forbearance. It means to endure, you say. People know. In the translation of Buddhist scriptures, it is translated as people such as. This was done by the past masters who translated the scriptures intentionally, using this word. In ancient times. The first, to abstain from Buddhist teachings with a scholar-official class. To put it in today's terms, the intellectuals of China, when Buddhism was introduced to China. The first to come into contact were a group of intellectuals. Emperors, ministers, and intellectuals, you see, they were the first to come into contact within the scholar-official class in China. We see in ancient books the saying, "Four can be killed, but not humiliated." This four refers to intellectuals having integrity. They could be killed, but not insulted. When the Buddhist monks heard this, forbearance. If even Confucians can endure, then what can't be endured? So this word was used specifically. This is not the original meaning of the 6 paramitas. Its original meaning is endurance. Specifically, in Chinese translation, this word was used. It means that Chinese people take insults too seriously. They are overly attached. These masters, with their wisdom, hope to break this attachment of yours. Don't take things too seriously. Don't be concerned. Confucians should also be like this. Take this meaning. Person, this within this degree. Buddhism categorizes it into 3 major types. First, towards people. We talk about handling people and matters. That is, man-made disasters, man-made harm. Minor ones. Others not understanding us. Insulting me, slandering me. Blocking me. Even. Yes, framing me. All can be endured. Absolutely no thought of revenge. Why can't there be thoughts of revenge? You must understand that there are definitely elements of cause and effect in this. If he retaliates against me for framing me, why shouldn't he retaliate against those who framed him? So we must reflect on ourselves. Think for ourselves. This retribution, there must be prior causes.